Hi everyone, my name is Monique Apodaca, and I am a candidate in the Masters of Science Educational Leadership program here at Fort Hays State University. In this video, I will be walking you through my educational leadership e-portfolio. We'll begin with the candidate info contents. This will contain my artifact folder, my goals that I have set out for myself within the next 5, 10, and later on years, my leadership philosophy, my plan of study throughout my time here at Fort Hays State University, and my current resume. We begin with my artifact folder. We can see it's separated into district, elementary, and secondary folders, as well as any other information listed here below. We then move into my personal goals video. In this video, I outline my goals for the next 20 or so years of my life. I do have some personal goals in there, like growing my family, financial goals that I hope to achieve, as well as my educational goals of continuing my education as a teacher and hopefully as an administrator here soon, as well as any other education plans I have for myself. My leadership philosophy, I actually did a little more creative way. So if we click on leadership philosophy up top, it's going to take us to a new window where you'll see my leadership style listed first. I believe I am a strategic, laissez-faire community builder. I loved this quote to pair with this as you look through it. Management is doing things right, while leadership is doing the right things for our people. Throughout my website, you can find my actual philosophy for myself. I explain my philosophy of my own, as well as steps to achieving that philosophy. Being a good listener, taking into consideration the thoughts of others, making decisions with those ideas and thoughts in mind, etc. You can read those there. As well as my guiding principles on the next slide. I go pretty in depth between each one, managing at a distance, delegating tasks, promoting growth, and creating a community in my future school. And of course, my philosophy is built on other leaders that have the same philosophies. I'm lucky to know two of them personally, Dr. Cindy Compton, who is the executive director at my current school, and Deanna Storm, who is an assistant principal here. I've spent much time with them throughout my time in this program, and a lot of my ideals and philosophy come from them. And of course, we needed to find one other person with that same philosophy, and I found Mr. John Dewey. And you can read about him in this leadership philosophy as well. Coming back to my plan of study, over the duration of the program, has spent about 2 years obtaining this degree, hopefully. And you can see when I took each course on the spreadsheet on this page. I began this program in August of 2019, and it is now almost May of 2022. We get to my program completion timeline. I explain a little bit about how I thought I was going to complete my degree, the things that have happened in the meantime, and where I'm at now, and what courses I've taken, what I've learned, etc. Finally, in my candidate info contents, you will see my current resume, my skills that I believe I have in the field of education, as well as transferable skills that could go into future careers. All of my current experience has been at Swallows Charter Academy, where I'm at now, either student teaching, teaching currently, being co-sponsor of different programs, to being a sponsor of my own programs now here, National Honor Society, coaching a Spirit Squad at some point, as well as my education listed on the bottom in liberal studies at a college here in Pueblo, Colorado, with a minor in education and an emphasis in secondary English education, as well as the degree I hope to achieve now in educational leadership through Fort Hays State University. This then leads us to the activity section. This begins with my annotated bibliography of 33 resources annotated. You can read throughout all of my resources where you'll see a summary of the resource, an assessment, as well as a reflection. And each of these sources answered one of 11 questions regarding the standards that we were expected to meet throughout the duration of these courses, as well as the duration of our ePortfolio. This then leads us into my activity log form and spreadsheet. So of course, there's not much on the log form right now, but you can view all of my completed activities below. All of my hours, the names of the activities that went with, as well as the activity level that they were completed at. Additionally, you'll see the components that I met throughout, and I do believe that I have met all 22 components. Once more, this will show you here that I believe to have completed all 22 components, one at each component level, and some of them with more than one at each component level. There were activities that I was able to complete at multiple levels because I work at a K-12 charter school. We'll then look at the district level activity artifact slideshow. This will show the 5 activities that I have completed for my district standards. We start with activity or component 2.3, and it was based on modeling ethical practice within our school buildings. We then lead to component 3.1, which was a response template regarding the culture of our individual schools. This was completed in one of our courses. We then lead to activity 5.1. This activity will gather information about family demographics and funds of knowledge available within students' families. This information was to help access and promote student learning. So we can see there, I used a module from EDL 856 regarding demographics that I studied about my current community. And if you click on those links there, you should be able to get into those. We then lead into component 6.1. This was something I had the privilege of doing at my current school, assisting with creating the master schedule for a K-12 school building. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, very, very difficult. Spent many, many hours on it, and so far this year, at the end of the year, I can say that it ran pretty smoothly. Finally, we have standard and component 7.4, in which program completers were asked to evaluate candidates trying to achieve their special education degrees. Moving on to the elementary level activities. I believe I have more than 7 on both the elementary and secondary level. I just could not choose which ones that I thought fit the best. I think I maintained or at least completed a lot of the standards shown, so I thought I would show my work. For component 1.1, we were asked to conduct an evaluation of our current mission and vision statements at our schools, in which I did this, but I also wanted to show on the annotated bibliography that we looked into why mission and vision statements are important. And of course, on all of these slides, you can click the link to see the full document. I also think I covered the component 1.2. In one of our research courses, we were asked to develop a question, review literature, and make article analysis and methodology for one issue that we saw or one thing that we saw that needed improvement within our school. So for this, I chose the integration of flexible seating. I also think I hit component 2.1 in my elementary level by engaging in reflective practice as a professional norm. and there is a table in which I do so, from a course AEP 855. Also, 2.3 of Standard 2, I cultivated ethical behavior in others, not only through a report that I had written, but also through a moral compass that we created in AEP 855 to discuss how our moral compasses pointed and where. I also completed 3.3 at the elementary level, in which we were asked to evaluate culturally responsive instruction and behavior for support practices in our schools. 4.1 also, I did in the home building here at Swallows Charter Academy. I was able and tasked with finding a science curriculum for our K through 8, also K through 12 grade levels. And I did this presentation at a board meeting for our board in which our science curriculum got approved. For Standard 4.2, I also created a pro-actionable feedback poster in one of my courses, which I think went really well with implementing strategies for improving the impact of our practices, resources, and services that we provide during the school day. This activity, I think I hit 2 standards, both 5.1 and 5.3. We were to evaluate the internal and external communication measures within our building, and also tell what oral, written, and digital means we used to do so. For 5.3, we were asked to communicate and advocate for needs within our building, which I thought met this standard exactly perfectly. For Standard 6.3, I reviewed tort liability in EDL 850, school law, and we were to evaluate situations within this PowerPoint, which went along with Activity A. For 7.1, I evaluated applicant materials throughout my time in this program by assisting with interviews for Swallows teachers, both music and elementary teachers, and as well as nurses. Finally, for 7.3 in the elementary activities, I worked on an assignment that defined the idea of building capacity and asked us to evaluate the building capacity in which our building promoted. Moving on to our secondary slideshow, also many activities. I covered Standard 1.2 with a data protocol assignment from AEP 858, and this just helped tell us the improvement process within our buildings that we hope to integrate. I reached Standard 2.2 with the decision trees from AEP 855, in which I analyzed decisions using decision trees. I believe I reached component 3.2 with my Equitable Access to Resources website, which you can click on and view here, in which I evaluated the access to resources in my school building and whether they were equitable or not. I also achieved Standard 4.3 with the idea of formal and informal, culturally responsive and accessible assessments. I was asked to create this assignment in one of our courses, EDL 959, in which I decided which type of assessments are both culturally responsive and accessible for students. I believe in my PLC Plus community presentation, in which I gave to the staff here at Swallows, I achieved component 4.4. For component 5.2, I had to create an assignment in EDL 856 in which I defined the collaborative culture here at Swallows Charter Academy and how it can be approved on both with staff, families, and the community level. For activity 6.2, I evaluated our resource needs here at Swallows Charter Academy in EDL 854 with our school-based budgeting assignment. Additionally, with 6.3 activity B, I